Welcome back to Mind Metrics. If you thought part one of our geography facts was crazy, get ready. Because today we're bringing you 20 more mind-blowing geography facts that will change the way you see the world. From mysterious places and bizarre natural wonders to unexpected world records and extreme climates, these facts will shock you. If you haven't seen part one yet, be sure to check it out after this video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more amazing content. All right, let's jump into 20 more geography facts that will open your eyes. Fact 1, the windiest place on Earth is in Antarctica. If you thought hurricanes were strong, wait until you hear about Commonwealth Bay, Antarctica, the windiest place on Earth. Wind speeds here can reach an insane 200 miles per hour, strong enough to knock over a car. These katabatic winds occur because cold, dense air from Antarctica's interior rushes downhill at extreme speeds. Even seasoned scientists struggle to walk outside in these conditions. It's like being in a never-ending hurricane. Fact 2, a town in Mexico has been on fire for over 60 years. Welcome to Centralia, Pennsylvania, a town that's been burning underground since 1962. A coal mine fire started beneath the town and has been burning ever since, spreading through underground coal deposits. The fire is so intense that smoke seeps out from cracks in the ground and roads have started collapsing. Most residents moved away, leaving Centralia as an eerie ghost town. Experts believe the fire could burn for another 250 years. Fact 3, there's a pole of inaccessibility in the ocean. Meet Point Nemo, the most remote place on Earth. It's so far from land that the closest humans are usually astronauts in space. Located in the South Pacific Ocean, it's over 1,600 miles from the nearest land, meaning if you were stranded there, you'd be closer to the International Space Station than to civilization. Point Nemo is also where old satellites and space junk are deliberately crashed, earning it the nickname the Spaceship Graveyard. Fact 4, the Dead Sea is the lowest place on Earth. The Dead Sea, located between Jordan and Israel, is the lowest point on Earth's surface, sitting at 1,410 feet below sea level. What makes it even more special? Its water is so salty that people float effortlessly. With a salinity of around 34%, it's 10 times saltier than the ocean, making it impossible for fish or plants to live in it. Hence the name, Dead Sea. Fact 5, Russia is bigger than Pluto. Russia is the largest country in the world, covering 6.6 million square miles. But here's a crazy comparison. Russia is bigger than Pluto. Pluto has a surface area of 6.4 million square miles, meaning you could fit the entire dwarf planet inside Russia with room to spare. If that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. Fact 6, the entire world's population could fit inside Los Angeles. If you took all 8 billion people on Earth and packed them together with the density of a crowded city like New York, the entire world's population could fit within Los Angeles. Of course, we wouldn't have room for roads, parks, or buildings, but this fact really puts into perspective how much open space there is on Earth. Fact 7, there's a town in Canada that has no roads leading to it. Imagine living in a town with no roads connecting it to the outside world. That's the case for Churchill, Canada, located on the shores of Hudson Bay. You can only reach it by plane, boat, or train. There are no highways leading in or out. Despite this, Churchill is world famous for its polar bears, earning it the nickname Polar Bear Capital of the World. Fact 8, there's a place in the US where gravity feels weaker. In Oregon, USA, there's a mysterious place called the Oregon Vortex, where objects seem to roll uphill and people appear to change height as they walk. Scientists say it's an optical illusion caused by sloped ground and tilted buildings. But some visitors swear gravity actually behaves differently here. Is it an illusion or something more? You'll have to visit and see for yourself. Fact 9, there's a river in Canada that disappears underground. Have you ever seen a river that disappears? In Canada, there's a river that suddenly vanishes into the ground. It's called the Lost River, and in certain parts of British Columbia, it flows above ground for a while, then completely disappears underground into natural sinkholes. Scientists believe it moves through a series of underground caves and channels before re-emerging miles away. Fact 10, there's an island in the Pacific that no one can visit. Imagine an island so isolated that no outsiders are allowed. That's North Sentinel Island in the Indian Ocean. This island is home to the Sentinelese people, one of the last uncontacted tribes on Earth. They have lived there for thousands of years, completely cut off from modern civilization. Attempts to contact them have resulted in hostile encounters, so the Indian government has declared the island off-limits. It remains one of the world's biggest geographic mysteries. Fact 11, the entire continent of Australia moves 7 centimeters every year. Believe it or not, the entire continent of Australia is drifting northward at about 7 centimeters per year. Tectonic shifts are slowly pushing Australia toward Asia, meaning in a few million years, it will be in a completely different position on the map. Fact 12, there's a lake in Africa that can explode. Some lakes are so dangerous, they can literally explode. Take Lake Nyos in Cameroon, for example. This deep crater lake sits on top of a pocket of volcanic gas, and in 1986, it suddenly released a massive cloud of carbon dioxide. The gas spread silently and invisibly, suffocating over 1,700 people in nearby villages. This phenomenon, called a limnic eruption, is extremely rare, but scientists still monitor this lake to prevent future disasters. Fact 13, Australia is wider than the moon. You might think the moon is much bigger than Earth's land masses, but Australia is actually wider. Australia stretches about 2,485 miles from coast to coast, while the moon's diameter is 2,159 miles. That means if you lined up Australia and the moon side by side, Australia would be bigger. Pretty amazing, considering that the moon orbits 240,000 miles away. Fact 14, the Amazon rainforest produces 20% of the world's oxygen. The Amazon rainforest is often called the lungs of the planet, and for good reason. Covering 5.5 million square kilometers, this rainforest produces about 20% of the world's oxygen. It absorbs massive amounts of carbon dioxide and releases oxygen, helping balance our planet's atmosphere. But with deforestation increasing, scientists warn that the Amazon could lose its ability to regulate the climate. That's why conservation efforts are more important than ever. Fact 15, Greenland is not as big as it looks on a map. Have you ever noticed that Greenland looks massive on most maps? Well, it's not actually that big. This happens because most world maps use the Mercator projection, which distorts land sizes near the poles. While Greenland appears as big as Africa, it's actually 14 times smaller. In reality, Africa is about 11.7 million square miles, while Greenland is only 836,000 square miles. Maps can be deceptive. Fact 16, there's a road in Bolivia called Death Road. If you're afraid of heights, you might want to avoid Bolivia's Death Road, El Camino de la Muerte. This terrifying road is narrow, unpaved, and clings to the side of a mountain with no guardrails. It descends nearly 11,800 feet through foggy, slippery conditions, making it one of the most dangerous roads in the world. Yet thrill seekers still travel here just for the adrenaline rush. Would you dare to drive it? Fact 17. The longest straight road in the world is in Saudi Arabia. If you hate sharp turns, you'll love the longest straight road in the world. Stretching for 162 miles, Saudi Arabia's Highway 10 is completely straight with no bends or curves. Driving here feels almost surreal, as the landscape stays the same for hours. If you love road trips, this might be the ultimate drive. Fact 18. There's a place in the US where you can hear sounds from miles away. Imagine standing in a silent desert, and suddenly you hear whispers from miles away. That's exactly what happens at Death Valley's Racetrack Playa. The shape of the valley and the dry, flat ground create an incredible acoustic effect where sounds can travel for miles without distortion. Scientists believe this happens because of how sound waves bounce off the surrounding mountains. It's a natural amplifier like nothing else on Earth. Fact 19. There's a village in the Netherlands where people use boats instead of roads. In the Dutch village of Giethoorn, there are no roads, only canals. Nicknamed the Dutch Venice, this picturesque town has over 55 miles of waterways and hundreds of small bridges. Instead of cars, people get around using small boats called whisper boats. It's one of the most peaceful places in the world, like something out of a fairy tale. Fact 20, the Sahara Desert was once a lush green forest. Today, the Sahara Desert is one of the driest places on Earth, but 5,000 to 10,000 years ago, it was actually a lush green paradise. Scientists have found evidence of rivers, lakes, and even cave paintings showing hippos, elephants, and lush vegetation. This period is known as the Green Sahara, and it existed because of natural shifts in Earth's climate. Over thousands of years, the Sahara has flipped between desert and rainforest multiple times. And guess what? Scientists believe it may turn green again in the future. And that's a wrap on 20 more geography facts that will totally change the way you see the world. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already seen part 1, make sure to check it out. If you love learning about the crazy, surprising, and mind-blowing side of our planet and much more, then smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss out on more amazing content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.